Set 20 years after the previous entry in the series, the game follows the perspective of two characters. Before the game begins, you're asked to choose which of these two characters you would like to play as. This choice does not affect the overall narrative, but it will determine the perspective you will see the story from, which original characters you can recruit, and by extension, which endings you can get. I usually play as Cloud, the son of Ronix from the previous game, mainly because, as I have mentioned before, his story is the fish out of water away mission gone horribly wrong that I really am here for. But recently I did complete Reyna's story as well, so that I could have a complete perspective of this story to share. Reyna is from Expel, sort of, we'll get back to that as well, and Claude is stranded there after an away mission gone wrong. They both become invaluable to one another, and considering that they both start with the highest affinity for each other, they are implied to be the canon couple of the game. After you make your choice, the game begins. Claude on a remote planet, and Reyna leaving for Shingo Forest. To expedite this review, I've decided to combine Claude and Reyna's campaign from a story perspective, so in the story segments of this review, I'll mention the differences as they come along. But as I already stated, the stories are not all that different from each other, so they can follow along pretty easily. The intro to Claude's campaign tells us in no uncertain terms the history of events tying us into the previous game and his own personal relationship with his father.
But I am my own man. I'm no puppet. I'm not just the son of Admiral Ronix J. Kinney, hero of the Pan-Galactic Federation.
He loves and admires Ronix, but is eager to step out of his father's shadow and become his own man. Claude beams down to Malakenia, a desolate world with foreign and advanced technology in a state of disrepair, with his father, who is also his commanding officer. Claude gets his first special attack in the form of a phase gun. These attacks can be used in the active battle system to deal devastating finisher attacks. Claude's eagerness gets the better of him, and he gets transported via a strange device to Reyna's world, Expel. Reyna wanders out of the woods in front of Claude and is immediately attacked by some sort of monster. Claude instinctually comes to her aid and kills the beast. In his eagerness, he realizes that he has technically violated the Prime Directive. I mean, you know what? Screw it. This is Star Trek, okay? I'm going to use the terminology accordingly, okay? Okay?
Shut up!